Religion and Tradition and Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe. Chinua Achebe, through his novels, clearly depicted the early African society, its culture and traditions, and colonialism which drastically changed the lives of African people. Himself a part of one of the tribal communities in Nigeria called the Igbo, earlier called Igbo, community, Achebe includes satire in his novels about the consequences of colonialism. Things Fall Apart is his novel which was published in 1958. His writings are influenced by his personal experiences as an African. He witnessed the Nigerian Civil War when he was a part of the Biafran government service. His disapproval of the changes that happened in Nigeria and to its people is a result of his life experiences. He was also indignant about the kind of literature he studied in school. He was introduced to African literature written from the Westerners' perspectives. These writers saw Africans only from an angle of comedy, and so he wrote his novels to reply to these works. Also, he wanted his people to realize how rich their past culture and traditions were, because colonialism brought along with it a Western modern culture. The novel narrates the story of the Igbo community and its traditions before colonialism and the changes that came about as a result of it. Achebe effectively explains the various religious beliefs and rituals that were followed by the Igbo community until the colonists took over the rule. His descriptions are so vivid that even a foreigner can visualize their society and how it functions. From the history of the Igbo community and from the novel, Things Fall Apart, it is evident that the people of that time either gave feminine labels to highly regarded concepts and positions or believed them to be females. Women were allowed to form associations and social meetings. They held equal importance in farming and weaving, which required a lot of physical exertion. They had the right to trade just like men and do business. Women had the same powers even in the village where they were married. However, despite such high regard, the community still remained patriarchal. Achebe does not make clear the reason for this, but this is evident from the novel. Firstly, the community always decided on women as their priestesses. This shows the importance and high status women were given in Igbo society. Chika was the priestess before Okonkwo grew up. After he becomes big, Chilo becomes the priestess of the oracle. She is the oracle of the hills and the caves or Abala. Okonkwo is seen as afraid of very people and the oracle is among them. Okonkwo, who is the hero of the story, pleads with Chilo when she comes at night for Okonkwo's daughter. He requests her to come in the morning. Okonkwo is a brave man who does not accept defeat or failure anywhere or from anyone. His fear of the oracle is evident from this incident. Okonkwo pleaded with her to come back in the morning because Azima was now asleep. But Chilo ignored what he was trying to say and went on shouting that Abala wanted to see his daughter. The priestess screamed. "Beware, Okonkwo," she warned. A second example is that of the earth goddess, who was Ani. She has a lot of importance in the daily lives of the people in the Igbo community because farming was one of their occupations. The dead people were given back to the earth. The people believed that she had the power to judge morality and conduct and punish the ones who had done bad deeds or gone the wrong way. There are frequent references to Ani in the novel. Achebe also emphasizes the special mother-slash-child relationship in the community. The relationship between Ekvefi and Azima proves mothers also took the role of friends with their children. She plays with her, pampers her, and always stays near when she is not well. Another example that can be quoted is Okonkwo when he goes to his mother's village after he is banished from his village. He finds it more comfortable there than anywhere else. Research about the contemporary Nigerian proves that the mother-child bond is stronger than the father-child one. However, ordinary women do not have a high status in their families. The community officially allows men to beat women. They are considered merely tools for giving birth to children. A man had the right to marry many women, and only the first wife was given high consideration in society. This shows that women were thought of as weak compared to men. Besides, the Igbo community was a patriarchal one. The children were considered part of their father's families, and they inherited their father's cultures and traditions. Why a community that gave so much social importance to women forgot to give or conveniently avoided giving equal status to them in families is an obvious doubt that arises in the minds of outsiders or readers of the novel.